So, Dibbles, J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today around the fucking video. Biggest canoe the dog has ever met at this show. Plenty of those I've met, that's for goddamn sure. Yeah, the way at the bottom, first question marks I'm seeing, Ryan deserved 2, as always. Diggity, questions, question marks. I just listened to Revenge, Decimate, Genocide, Antichrist. For years I couldn't dig this band at all. The war metal genre as a whole, not my thing, but it's starting to grow on me. It's different. Your opinion on Revenge? I mean, I've said my opinion on Revenge. I mean, I remember when the band first started, it was basically just sounded just like Conquer. So I'm like, why did you need to restart a new band? Just keep doing fucking Conquer. It's the exact same shit. Vocals are really aggressive, sound cool. My only complaint was the songs just blurred together to me. So I've always said them and a few other bands kind of that style, maybe like more Bossadad. I was like, just do a 4-song 7-inch, 2 songs each side, exclusive, limited to 500 copies. I'm like, that would be one of the greatest fucking EPs ever. That was all they ever did. I'd be like, that's some of the most aggressive, fucking killer, unique sounding shit. But album after album after album, like, I mean, like it just all kind of sounds the same to me. You know what I mean? That's why, for example, like, and I've even said for a lot of the brutal shit, like after the second album by Brodequin, it's like anything after that, man, I don't need anything. After She Lay Gutted by Disgorge, like, do I really need anything? Not really. It's just the same old shit. It's now don't get me wrong, Mortician is too. There's no doubt about it. But I have a just love the goddamn Tish. Now that's probably slightly biased because I heard them so fucking young. One of the first death metal bands I heard. So, but I can totally see why if somebody said, dude, you only need one goddamn Mortician album, you're good to go. I would understand where the fuck they're coming from. So that's where Revenge is in that category for me. I don't think they suck by any means. First time I seen them, I think I've seen them a couple times, or at least I was in the room like MDF and shit they played, but I don't think I watched them. But I did watch them when they opened up for Deicide in the early 2000s, and they were like really fucking good and aggressive live too. I'll give them that. So, Gay Cowboy Poser, question mark, sup J-Dog? What do you think about Darren Miller fronting Malevolent Creation now? Who? Who was your favorite Malevolent Creation vocalist? I mean, who was my favorite Malevolent Creation vocalist? There is no question marks needed on that. The one and only Brett Hoffman and only Brett Hoffman. Now, don't be wrong. I like the albums without Brett Hoffman. I mean, 13th Beast is that fucking, what's his face you just said? Don't even know the guy's name. Darren Miller? Or is that the guy that was from Solstice or whatever? It couldn't be from the first Solstice album because the tour I saw them on, which was last year or whatever, when they were playing the Retribution album, the kid they had singing for him, I'm like, he wasn't fucking alive when that Solstice album came out. If he was sucking on his thumb. I was like, he looks like he's 25 years old. But I heard he's from Solstice. Darren Miller, I will say this, and I've already said it on this channel. I said it right after the show happened. I thought his vocals were really good live. At least it sounded like. He sounded very much like Brett, like imitated it, so that was good. Didn't go up there and try to pull no fucking trying to sound like Corpse Grinder, Will Romer, Ross Dolan, Chris Barnes, or something fucking stupid. It didn't sound like Malevolent Creation whatsoever. So I thought he did a good job. Or is it the guy that sings on 13th Beast? 13th Beast, I thought it was a pretty good album. Can Air Guitar, I own it, picked it up, just like pretty much I own every Malevolent album. But I can't remember the singer's name on it. I enjoyed the album, but I will say this is I don't know why they didn't get a vocalist that like, dude, you got to sing like fucking Brett did. You got to try to sing like Brett did on these albums. Like, just like when on In Cold Blood and Eternal, you had Jason singing on those albums. I think those are the worst Malevolent Creation albums. I know there's people that's their favorite ones. I think that Brian Baxter, I think that's his favorite ones. The reason they're kind of like the ones I like the least too is like it's just with that it's completely different style of vocals. I mean, kind of similar to Vader, I guess the vocals. It sounds nothing like Brett, so it completely changes the character of the band. I did like Will to Kill that and the other ones that Kyle sings on originally from Sickness, and he was in Hate Plow. I enjoyed those, but again, the band does sound different. So the true Malevolent Creation sound and feel, to me, is Brett Hoffman. You know, you change a vocalist like that. You know, I understand not everything works out. You got to change members at times. Like, but dude, when you're, like, don't just get anyone to growl on a microphone. Like some of these bands when they're auditioning for a new member. So in that case, a vocalist, don't just get a guy like, oh, he sounds cool. Tell them, here's our albums. You got to sound like this or as very close to it. Try out 10 people. Whoever gets as close to how Brett sound those albums, that's who you go with. You don't just get some random ham and egger Yeah, just this guy's first in line. Yeah, let's take him. I just get the vibe that there was just a fucking lazy ass, just slack fuck. Yeah, just fit the bill. Let's go. Let's crank it out. Got somebody in there. God damn it. And that would not be the way I'd fucking run. I mean, imagine like Mortician changes vocalist something. I mean, granted, Mortician is Will Rauner in my book. Well, let's say a better example, Immolation, because Immolation technically, yeah, everybody thinks Ross Dolan, but hey, he didn't start the band. Technically, it's Bob Igna's band, right? Because on the Rigor Mortis demos, Peace of Tyranny demo and shit like that, Ross was not on it. Ross came a little bit late, but he's on all the albums, right? If they changed vocals, could Immolation still go on? I think so. Immolation could still continue on without Ross. But imagine they got somebody that's he's singing like "Is Fix" or something. You're like, this is fucking stupid. You know what I mean? It doesn't have the same characters. Like, yeah, okay, these vocals are cool, but it doesn't sound like anything like Immolation is. You got to try to sing like the way Ross did, with their lows, but they're kind of had almost like a little bit of a gutturalness to them, as they weren't just pure low, as opposed to like, yeah, like Will Rauner, he's just pure low. Craig Pillar was just pure low. You know what I mean? Dolan seems to have a little bit of a rasp to his voice, but it's mostly on the low side. Try to fucking imitate that. That's who you go with. That's who you audition, and that's who gets the bill. Not just anybody. So that some of these bands, when they choose their member, like, what are you doing? Like, especially for vocals, because the vocal piece is the human voice. Who could do it? That's why I laugh my ass off when people are like, oh, you can't change a bass player or something. Yeah, you can. That's just a fucking man-made piece of equipment. Can you play the tune skis or not? That's a way easier fucking position to fill. Guitar too. I mean, granted, everybody has different styles. I get that, but the voices, you can either do it or you fucking can't. Plain and simple. And yeah, like I said, some of the members these guys get, when they're changing, like, what are you doing, dude? Look like a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, I'll say this. They changed it several times. When Dying Fetus got rid of Jason, or he left, or he quit, or got fired, or whatever the fucking case is, after Destroy the Opposition, the guy that did Jason's parts, first it was that Vinny guy, and then I don't even know who the fuck does it now. What's the guy's name? But all the guys, they sound similar to Jason. John was John, did his lows. It's like, yeah, get a guy that fucking was that's the other vocalist. Get a guy that sounds very fucking similar, not just some random fucking bullshit. They were ones that I thought did it well. You got a stupid question here. Up, got another stupid one. See, Kyle, Sir Dog, big Q for you. Would you or have you ever done any modeling with your lady? That could be some epic Man of War, Mertz, Eternal Champion type stuff. You could have an executioner mask on Hail and Kill. No, we have never done anything like that. Would I? It depends. I mean, it'd be kind of like I need a purpose. I'm not just gonna do it for any old fucking shits and grins. If somebody was like, "Hey, I want to use you for something like," and pay you, to model, yeah, you and LCAT, you model together, doing whatever the fuck it is, and here's $1,000. Yeah, then I would do it then, but for just no reason, no, I would have no interest in that. You and Brisket, that's hilarious. A big order meant one CD. Haha, what CD did he buy? Talking about that fucking doorknob, goddamn Ray. Um, I don't know what he bought it. Maybe Asheron or something like that. I think, but this is literally like not 20 years ago, but close to it. Calls from the Beyond. Question marks. Yo, J Dog. Who were some of your favorite bands that played at Metal Threat? For me, Cyanide and Dead Congregation Destroyed. I saw you there, but didn't have a chance to say hi. God damn it, brah, brah. Why didn't you come up? Everyone else did. I did pick up some records from Hell's booth, though, and met Eric. Really cool guy. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know where I would have been. I mean, I was kind of sitting around the booth most of the time. Granted, I was walking in and out, did some interviews, and, talking to people around and watching some bands. My favorite bands would have been Sadistic Intent, um, Sabathan, which was just enthroned. But that was for sure Cyanide. Um, and then just favorite bands that played, also bands that I really like: Impale Nazarene, Monstrosity. I only watched a couple songs by both of them. A few other bands that I like, but I didn't get to watch anything. Cemetery Lust. I got to watch 5 songs by Cemetery Lust, which I was really wanting to. I stepped into Cemetery Lust went right on when I was at the end of, you guys watched the Gene from Perdition Temple interview. When the band kicks in, that was Cemetery Lost. So right when that kicked out, I went and checked out a few songs, and because I wanted to always see Cemetery Lost because I've never seen them. They played our fest with the last one, or they played one of them. I know that, but I didn't get to watch them. I was tied down the stand the whole time. But I definitely did want to watch them because I'm definitely a fan of them. I thought they were really good. Thought they were really, really good. I think that might be all the bands that I watched. But then, as far as were there other bands that played that I'm a fan of? Yeah, I believe so. I forget who the fuck's playing. When Nunslaughter played, I didn't get to watch them. I mean, Nunslaughter would be one of my favorite bands that played the thing, but I didn't actually watch the show. Oh, you know who else? Who did impress the fuck out of me? I never heard them. I meant to show my goddamn CDs on camera. They were handed to me by two of the same guys. Actually, the one guy handed the disc. I think it was their first disc, like 3-4 songs. Forget what it's called. Handed the disc to Lindsay. Check it out, and I listened to it on the car ride back and forth to the fest, the Metal Threat, and the days in between. This band called Dead Night. I think they're from Chicago. I think that's what I was told. I never heard of them, but I thoroughly enjoyed them. And then the singer, the day that they played ever, he handed me their other two discs. One's a full length, and one's another EP. I enjoyed all three discs, very, very much so, actually. And that's a band I would highly fucking recommend go checking out. Yeah, like I said, I did listen to them, and they're still out in the goddamn shop. I meant to pull them off the side and show them, and another band to recommend. But yeah, go check out the band Dead Night. And the name fucking stood out to me because there was a Cleveland band called Dead of Night. Dead of Night was basically post From the Depths. And as you guys all know, From the Depths, I'm a big fan of. We're supposed to be doing fucking. We did the first album, From the Depths, on vinyl years ago, right after Kanye died. Kind of did it as a tribute to him, and he wanted that out, and we were always fans of it. But their EP Bereavement, which is my favorite, and then I guess kind of full length, but it's kind of an EP too, but in between an EP full length. Elysium. We're supposed to be doing those on vinyl too. Matt Sorg asked us a couple of years ago now. I know they're mostly laid out, and there's delays on that too. I'm not going to talk about that. That fucking just get people pissed off, but not because of me. Let's just say that, goddammit. But when From the Depths broke up, Matt Sorg started Dead of Night. Dwayne Morris was singing, and was Dora in that band? Chris Dora? Can't remember if he did drums. It's a lot of the Parma guys, so it all blurs together. But I know it was mainly Sorg. Anyways, they did one fucking demo. I have the demo. Fantastic fucking demo, just black and thrash. I'm a huge fan of it. Listen to this day. All it is on a CDR. So when I heard Dead Nights, that just popped in my mind. I was a huge fan of Dead of Nights. But yeah, Dead Nights. Definitely recommend go check them out. It's like black thrash is the way I describe it, but very memorable songs, good leads, pretty easily to understandable kind of sing along fucking vocals, kind of like sing along type shit. I thought it was very memorable in the first fucking listen. I've listened to all three discs already, probably about 3 times a piece. And I've been back when was in the Metal Threat, probably around this time. I'm recording this on May 12th, about a month ago. So that's a pretty good amount of spins in just 1 month's time. Most stuff I check out, it gets once, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, and it goes back on the goddamn shelf or whatever. So yeah, check that out, goddammit. So that's the stuff that's popping off the top of my head as far as Metal Threat, as far as what I liked music-wise. Sure, I'm completely forgetting somebody, too. That was, like, probably one of my all-time favorite bands, but that's what I'm remembering, goddammit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Morgal played. Side, question J Mark. Favorite performance at Metal Threat, he's asking, too. I went to see Morgal. The thing that sucked with them, though, there was no vocalist, but I did get to talk to the guys. I wanted to interview them, but their English was pretty goddamn broken. I don't know how the interview would have gone, and they caught me off guard. They came up to me. I forget why they came up to me. Something about, I think because I mentioned Morgal on the channel, and they thought that was cool as hell. It was the drummer that first came up to me, and I didn't know the drummer, the singer who couldn't get into the country, that's his brother, so their brothers didn't know that. And then eventually the other guys came up too, but it was mainly the drummer who was talking to me. But yeah, Morgal was the number one band I was pumped to see. So I mean, yeah, well, they're cool, but I mean, it was definitely disappointing that there was no goddamn vocalists. But yeah, there you go. That was another one of my fucking faves because going into it, I didn't know about the Sabathan playing, or at least I saw the name and I didn't put two and two together. Oh, that's Enthroned. That probably would have been the number one thing I would have been excited to see. But going into the show, knowing what I knew, Morgal was the number one band I wanted to see. I went to see Morgal, but Saijin fucking killed it. It sounded like I didn't get a chance to watch them. Met the guys. I kind of met them. They mostly talked to Eric. I mean, I said hi, if that counts. Still have never got to listen to them on audio because we never got any CDs or LPs, and they were selling an LP that I was out on the fence about buying it just because Scott from Cyanide recommended them like months before even this. But we only got cassettes, and I don't got a goddamn cassette player, and I have zero intention on going to get one. So I haven't listened. Yeah, I could always YouTube it, but I usually when it comes to bands, I mean, I fucking forget when it comes to that shit, to be completely honest with you. So I still have not heard to this day. I kind of heard it going in the background. It sounded like it was pretty fucking raging, but I can't say for sure and didn't get a chance to watch it. Was busy, people talking to me and vending. Yeah, another guy though. Yeah, he says that also I missed my chance to say what's up to you. Great show nonetheless. What the fuck, man? When did you come up? God damn it. Agent Steel, what is the best time I should be working out? Question mark. First thing in the morning, in the afternoon after work, or late at night, right before I go to bed. It literally does not make any fuck all difference. You go to the time that it's going to be the most consistent for you. That's it. So none of this bullshit. I go one time this week. I missed a day. I'm tuckered out after work. Whatever fucking lame ass reason you got, because that's all it is fucking just excuses. You're not too busy. I've yet to meet a person that's too goddamn busy. Fucking goddamn president of the United States fucking works out, or at least past ones have. I don't know about the current geezer we have, but I know past ones have. So if he's got time, you got time. So don't give me that fucking stupid, silly ass, shit and ass nonsense. You got time. So pick the time that you are going to be able to stick with, preferably from today, starting today, not tomorrow, because you won't start tomorrow, today, for the rest of your goddamn life, till you go into the motherfucking grave. And it's called like it is. You're probably not going to do that. So, because most people don't. So, that's that. So, you won't be going at any time. So, it doesn't matter. Octavian, question marks, J-Dog, it was great meeting you at Metal Threat and buying a few CDs from LCAT as well. Yep. I can't remember which one you were, Octavian, because, all the user ID is the name, but yeah. You are super laid back and cool in person. What's your opinion on Wombbath's album, Eternal Caustic Torments? Some pretty underrated Swedish death metal, in my opinion. I think it's a good fucking album. It got reissued a couple times, maybe not a couple times, but once for sure in the last few years. I thought it's a good, more Americanized death metal album. Not so much Swedish sounding, more American sounding. It's not one of my top favorites, but I own it and I like it. Do I like it as much as like an Ever Flowing Stream? No, but I definitely think it's a good classic death metal album. Joe Deakins. I always get, are those guys still around? I used to listen to them when I hear Cannibal Corpse stuff. Oh, dude, I got that for Deicide, etc. Yeah, the Hood. Those guys still around? Nah, I used to listen to them. That's the biggest fucking just like. So basically telling me you're a goddamn poser. What do you mean you used to listen to them? Used to means you got out of it. Means you got out of it because you weren't truly in it. Because again, dude, I don't want to hear any of this bullshit. I liked it as a kid and I don't now. Put it to you this way: when you were 16 years old, did you like pussy? Were you thinking about fucking? Now that you're 45 years old, you got a hot piece of ass in front of you. You're gonna be like, used to like that, not into that no more. No, because you're truly into it. So you're still in it. You hit it. What do you mean you used to be into it? You were never truly in it. Dude, if you used to like Deicide in 1992 or whatever the fuck it was, and you don't now, poser. Fucking poser. Because again, you don't stop liking pizza. You don't stop liking pussy. You don't stop jerking off. What are you talking about? Well, used to. Used to? No, you always been a fucking goddamn poser. That's what it is. I mean, you literally, when you come up and tell me that, that is fucking, you just translated that, I'm a fucking poser, punch me right in the face, dog. You may as well just say that, because that's exactly what you're fucking telling me, just in code terms. Used to. Fucking lost canoe. Why are we even talking, goddammit? Yeah, and the last fucking thing at the top, not even a question, we'll read it out. So we got a few seconds to chat. Chad Apple, best live band I ever saw was Slayer. I mean, I could kind of see that. I mean, probably not for me, at least not if it was in the '80s. But I mean, I'm sure they didn't suck live. I'm sure they're still entertaining. Even when they had subpar albums out to the live show, was always excellent. Too bad the dog never went to see them. Yeah, I just never went to see them because by the time they were doing albums, like let's say so '98, that was when I started going to shows, right? Isn't 1998 the year Diabolus and Shitika fucking came out? Yo 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 hanging out with Cold Chamber Corn and fucking Limp Bizkit. I had no interest then. And then after that, um, it, when I'm old enough, it's like, dude, last album they put out that I own and like is Rain and Blood. South of Heaven is an acceptable metal album. It's got a few songs I like Silent Scream and shit. I thought it's a really good song. It's got good songs on there, but for the most part, I thought it was just kind of tame and lame compared to the first three. But I wouldn't go as far as saying it sucks. It's a true metal album, by all means. If somebody's like, that's one of the greatest metal albums of all time, one of my favorites, I understand. I get it. I'm not like, what a fucking idiot. I understand. But Rain and Blood, so even '98, 12 years. It's like they haven't done anything on 12 years. So by the time I was really, really going to shows then, I was really, really going to shows in '98. But I'm just saying, like, as the years went by, because I about some music tour, if that came up, I'm definitely not going to this. Why the fuck would I go to that? So I guess they kind of cleaned up their act. By then too, I'm like, dude, you guys have like 10 fucking albums I don't like. No. So you go there and I'm like, okay, I know you're going to play like Black Magic and shit like that. Hell Awaits, cool. But, you know what I mean? Most of the songs I'm not even fucking going to know. You know what I mean? Or at least half the songs. I probably know. Cause yeah, they're definitely going to play a lot of songs off, Rain and Blood, especially because that's their goddamn most popular album. I'm assuming so. I would imagine that's what everybody talks about. Maybe they'll play the Antichrist. Antichrist is personally my favorite goddamn, and Antichrist is definitely my favorite Slayer song. Angel of Death, I think, is probably the greatest metal anthem of all time. I know that's probably the Angel of Death. They probably play that last every set. I'm assuming, kind of like Candle Corpse, Hammer Smash Face. That's my guess. So I don't think I'd be miserable. But so half the songs I wouldn't know. I'm a mile away with fucking binoculars. Beers are $15 fucking dollars, and Canoe ass fucking just need to go spraying on fucking douche canoes that I can't stand being around. Slayer's got the most annoying fan base known to mankind of bands that I actually like. Not more annoying than those deathcore posers and shit like that, but I don't like that stuff. I'm talking about actual bands I like. Dying Fetus has an annoying fucking fan base. Cannibal has an annoying fucking fan base. Suffocation has an annoying fan base. Devourment has an enormously annoying fucking fan base. But honestly, Slayer, they got the worst. They got the most annoying fucking fan base of bands that I like. Again, shit I don't like, I don't care. So, anyways, comes close to the church. You know the way to do. Put Scott Box, get hands by the morning. Later, goddammit.